This is some help for people who want to participate in the Cobweb Virtual Orchestra. So the three things I want to cover are, first of all, the actual physical setup, how to get your equipment set up so you can record your part while watching and listening to the video click track. Secondly, I just want to look at some general tips about getting a good recording, how to prepare yourself for it. And lastly, I just want to cover uploading the video once you've finished it, because it's not as straightforward as just being able to email the video off because the files are too big. Okay, to record your video you're going to need a couple of things. Obviously you're going to need the music printed out ready, but you're going to need some kind of device like a tablet or a laptop or a mobile phone, a smartphone obviously. You're also going to need headphones to listen to the metronome clicks, because you can't have those appear on your video. If your headphones are like mine, there's an immediate problem, the wire won't reach. But I bought this thing off eBay, a 3-meter extension. It was about $2.68, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to do that. Now obviously I'm using this video camera here to record this, but it could just as easily be a smartphone or a tablet. But obviously you're going to need two. You're going to need something to watch the click track on and something to record on. So you need to think about how you're going to juggle that with the equipment that you've got. Okay, so let's imagine I've got my camera running, I've got the click track set up, I've got the music in front of us, I've got my instrument ready, and this is what you would do. So have a few dry runs of this before you actually go for it. You can have as many goes as you like. Just play the start through a few times so that you get used to what's going to happen on the video, what sounds you're going to hear to cue you to start. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to start the video. Hopefully you can see what's happening here. I'm getting a countdown. Then I'm going to get Andy appearing. Then some clicks. That's the only note I've got on here for 4 bars, so I'm not going to play any more. But you get the idea. And if you didn't get it right that time, you can replay it. You can do that as many times as you like. Just stop it, rewind, let it start again. Have another go if you messed up. Okay, in this section of the video I just want to talk a bit about the lessons we learnt doing the pilot video for the Cobweb Virtual Orchestra. You might have seen that it was a quartet that we put together just to see if we could do it and the sort of problems we had on the way. So a few of the things that the people who participated in that mentioned that's worth passing on. Don't try for perfection. If it was a live performance, there'd be mistakes. It's very tempting to just try over and over to get a perfect recording, just because you can, because it's sort of recorded for posterity. But don't worry, concentrate more on getting a good musical performance rather than trying to get everything note perfect, because there's going to be lots of other players playing along with you, so your sound won't be isolated on its own, and mistakes won't be heard in any case. It's amazing what can be done in the edit to make sure that the odd mistake doesn't come through and become obvious. So don't worry about that. Just get something you're happy with, and don't stress yourself out. That's the message. This is meant to be fun, so don't stress yourself out striving for a perfect recording, because nobody's ever going to get that. Let's see what else we've got here. I think people in the pilot found that when they listened back to their own recordings, they didn't think it sounded very good. Yet when the whole performance was mixed together with the other instruments, they were amazed at how good it sounded. And I think that's another important lesson to be aware of. You may not like what your recording actually sounds like, because we're not dealing with state-of-the-art recording equipment here. We're using smartphones and tablets, so it's not going to sound as good as it would in a live performance, but everything will blend together in the overall video, and trust me, it will work. Oh yeah, something else that people pointed out: have a look round the room behind you before you make your recording, because you don't want yesterday's dirty socks hanging on the chair behind you or something like that. So make sure you're reasonably happy the way the room behind you is, and that you're happy to show it to the world. Because if you notice it after you've made the perfect recording, you'll be very, very annoyed at yourself. Another word on the actual space you're recording in. The best place to record is something with lots of soft furniture, carpets on the floor, a room that's quite dead acoustically. You don't want to record in a kitchen or a bathroom, for example, because you get loads of echoes that conflict with each other and harm the sound quality of your recording. When I put the video together, I'll put some artificial reverberation on the overall mix, so that'll take care of the ambience of the sound. So don't worry, the deader the room is acoustically, the better. Yeah, another very important point, if you find you're getting frustrated, you can't get it right, just take your time, switch everything off, go away, have a cup of tea, come back refreshed and with a fresh mind, and try again. Okay, I just want to quickly run through how to upload your finished videos to the cloud. So I'm going to go through it using the Google Drive. If you've got a Microsoft account instead, or an iCloud account, it's very similar. You just adapt to suit. So first thing I'm going to do is open up my Google Drive. And the next thing is I'm going to ask to upload files. Select the file I want to upload. Click open. Now we get this message saying it's uploading the file. This can take a while. If your internet speed's slow, it might take a very long time, so just be prepared to wait. But in the meantime, I'm going to fast forward through this. Okay, so now I've got the message upload complete. Just close that box, and there's the file. So what I need to do now is share it with the Cobweb Virtual Orchestra site. So to do that, right click and share. And in here, this email address will be on all of the documentation that you've got. So there we go. Remember, if you're using your Microsoft OneDrive, that needs to be a different email address. It's an Outlook email address. And then if we send that, shared with one person. Now it's important that you leave that file there until it's been downloaded at the other end. So don't delete your file once you've shared it, otherwise it won't be accessible from the Cobweb drive.